What is a better invention? The wheel, the engine, or the internet?
People would be saying, how can they support the channel? Chiso, buy Chiso. I've got tops, got hoodies, I've got the Dragon Ball Z tees, like the Pain and Full Star tees. You lot could support, buy some of the merch. I'll be able to churn out more content. This one I'm just waiting by myself for the moment, and I'll bring out more colours. Please support. Boom! New episode. Oh look, I started to grow back. It's called I Stopped Stressing. So you lot that was laughing in the comments, if you missed the festival on Sunday, your hair's gonna start fading. Your hairline's gonna end up here. Amen. Stay tuned. Literally, yeah, bro. Like literally, the event was going nice.
Yeah.
Nice. No issues. Everyone just. It was like bare people. Everyone kind of knew each other. You know what I mean? Perfect. Good vibes. Good weather. Food was banging as well.
Yeah.
Like everything was good. Like my man's event was A1. Bro. What I'm seeing is from far. He was about to leave out. I'll go tomorrow. Chill.
Yeah.
But everyone's talking and not clocked what's going on around. I just said, oh, chill, like, because I've looked and I've just noticed a movement that it's just,
yeah.
You get me? And I said, right, look, over there. He's like, what? I said, right, there's people fighting.
Yeah.
And you know, you can't see, I'm like, there's people fighting.
Yeah.
Next minute, it looked like security's got involved. Next minute, there's a little, like, pause, a split silent moment.
Yeah.
Then one of the people on the other side is running. All I heard was, pow!
Yeah, bottle.
Collapse.
Yeah, heads finished, open.
Finish, open, split. You get me? I was like, look, you've gone out to have a good time.
I just don't understand it.
The dance is done. Done.
So the event's actually finished now?
Finished. The music was off, bro. Everyone was walking outside. But that's another reason why I said chill, because it might be someone I know, and because I'm too far away, I don't even want to see who's involved. Let me stay back. Like,
that's the problem now.
Bro, we're too grown to be back in beef.
Too grown, and
we're too grown
the problem
to be
with
back
beef
in
now is that too accessible. There's times when I want to get into an argument with someone because someone's barged me a step to my trainers and not apologise.
Bro,
I think,
bro.
Like,
I don't think you understand it. I don't think you understand it. There's times, even down to sometimes the comments on socials where someone say something, and I think to myself, I could do so much to you. Yeah. Then I have to remember myself. I'm like, one, I'm too accessible. Two, I'm too old. This ain't flipping 2004. Yeah. In 2004, it would have been.
But do you want to? My thing is, what? Do you want to go to jail?
Exactly.
But this is the problem. Bro, to what point do you take a violation and just say, okay, I've got more to lose? Because the problem is that I've got more to lose, but at the same time, you can't take man for you can't violate consistently.
You see now, man just needs to just take that.
And that's why people take themselves out of these situations. You don't see them out.
That's the reason why before, when I was saying the other week about why sometimes I'm thinking, rah, can I say everything and come off socials? Because I'm thinking, rah, that's too accessible. And before, it would be a thing if someone said something, I just used to just keep quiet and just handle it. And by the time that person sees me the next time, their whole energy's changed because they know what I've said, innit? Like, they know what I've said to them, that what could happen, and they've seen what kind of people. So my other friends, right, so the ones you never see on this channel.
So you're saying now that you can't back beef anymore?
Impossible.
So let's say, okay, so Chiz, I ring you now.
Yeah.
Someone's violated.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's say I've been robbed or something, and I know of the person who's done it. Okay.
What happens when you ring me these days?
No, but so what?
I'm just saying. No, hey, where's? What's that? The moon sign.
No, but I just want to know. So
my phone's a D&D.
You're not back in beef anymore.
Bro, I'm sleeping still.
No, seriously. So what episode? Wait. Let's get this straight.
Hey, look at my hairline. My hairline is not beef worthy.
So wait, I'm in an altercation,
Yeah.
And I'm like, yo, Chiz, these guys did this to me. Yeah. Like, I know where they are. I know them, and I ring and say, yo, like, are you rolling?
Boy, you better shut down the business and we better move off ends. Cause if I back that beef, we can't live around there no more. The moment I back the beef, we have to move. Because we're too accessible, bro. That's what I'm trying to tell you. So I just
gotta go police?
Huh?
I just gotta go police.
Nah, but we're too accessible.
No, so what is it then? Do we go police? Or do you just leave it?
Sometimes you have to take the L's now.
I always tell people that, you know, I am not road, so I stay on the pavement. So I'm going police.
We're legit citizens. Hello?
I'm going police.
Hello, sir.
I am going to the constable.
Hello, sir. There was a guy with a beard.
Yes. Hi, good afternoon. There was a kind of brown skin guy with a bald head.
I've witnessed the
who
crime.
does a podcast. Pretty slim guy, slim on top, not pretty fast.
I think his name Marvin.
His name might be Marvin Abbey. His blood type is O negative, and his NI number is JZ105677C. If you could please. But it's got to the point now where I've got too much to lose. I can't sit in jail for GBH.
Bro, there's no pussy in jail.
Yeah, I can't.
There's no pussy in
But
jail.
to what extent? But are you really my friend though if you don't back my beef?
Brother.
I just want to know, because all jokes aside, if I ring you, Chiz, I say, yo, there's a
Brother.
madness. Like, you know.
You see before, yeah?
No, answer the question. You're not coming.
I'll come, but you see before, yeah, I used to be the man that used
Oh,
to
so you're coming then?
Yeah, but I used to be the man.
Okay, I'm just checking in. I just want to know who my friends are in.
I used to get all the rings. Look. I got a scar on the side of my head.
Yeah.
That's one. I got a scar on my face.
Yeah.
Yeah. That ain't a birthmark. That's a scar.
But I think this age now,
Like,
we got to start going
I
police
got
at this age.
a couple hidden ones, but that's all from always back in beef. Yeah.
I think at this age now,
I'm not on it, bro.
If it's on-site beef, then obviously man has to scrap. But if it's something where they've left or something's happened and it's afterwards, it's hard, man. But you have to think, are you ready to go jail?
Bro, one time when I backed beef in Luton, everyone scrammed.
Yeah.
And they got killed. Next time I backed beef on the ends, the man pulled out a sawn-off shotgun on me.
Yeah.
Everyone, there's 3 men left. That's what I'm saying. Everyone's a hero until goes left.
Yeah.
That's why now when man them know, I'm far away, boy. Think about there's 10 miles between where me and you lot live.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's bare man you can phone me 10 miles before you phone me. It's long. Bro, I'm too grown. I don't think it's Gabriel. We're not far.
Getting into beef is long.
We're not far from that age.
No, we're basically there, but
we're basically there.
But
we're closer to there.
That's why, you know, I remember when
you have to respect your age.
Watching a podcast because the rapper died, and he was saying that, you know, it's very important to keep yourself away from certain environments. Because a lot of the problems that we're having is the environments that we go into. Like, you know, going to certain parties. A lot of the beef you're going to have is going to be in a party.
All right, cool. You know what someone said to me a couple of days ago? Will. You know Will Fernande? Yeah. Yeah, Will said in the gym. So he's now a manager of Gym on the Ends now, again.
Okay.
So he was like, yeah, the other day we were talking and he was like, oh yeah, a couple of the men them in the old gym said, that turned Hollywood.
You?
Yeah.
Because of what?
And he said, he said to them, because of what? They said, Chiz don't come around there. I said, bro, I work.
Come around to do what though?
I live 10 miles away.
Come around to do what though?
They want me to be in the gym busting joke all day because obviously, like, before I was...
We're grown men.
Exactly. They still think I'm still class clown.
Well, we're grown men.
Because in the gym, I'll be there battering everyone.
Energy prices. I don't understand. Bro, it's going to be £4,000 a year.
£4,000.
And you want me to be cracking jokes? Nothing's funny.
You want to know what time I left the house yesterday? I left the house in the morning at 5:30. I had to deal with a couple of things to do with the festival. And Starling Bank was playing with man's peas. Yeah. So I had to deal with certain things to do with that, but I was doing Uber at the same time. But because they were phoning me, I kept on stopping. Yeah. I said to myself yesterday, I'm not coming through the door unless I make 2 bills. I came back in the house at 9. So I jumped in my car at 9. But I could come back in the house earlier if it wasn't for all these phone calls. I'd have hit it earlier. But I said, energy prices.
Well, everything's
and when I saw my landlord yesterday,
nothing's funny.
He had the face of, I'm about to raise the rent on all you mum. Yeah. He had that face. And I could see it and I said, yeah. I even turned the AC off in my car. I was like, let me save the petrol.
Everything's gone up. You want me to be sitting down cracking jokes?
Bro, that's what I'm saying. Man's too old to be beef. But yeah, anyway, circle back to what Will said. Will said, yeah. That man said, you're moving to Hollywood. Then he had to explain to them, he goes, we're all grown. And my man's got too much responsibility. So every time I see him, he's working. Yeah. I said, bro, you lot want me to leave here, drive 10 miles to come link you, come in the gym, sit for 2 hours like this, cracking jokes. Yeah. Lifting you lot weights, because the weights in the gym don't go past 50. So it's not benefiting me on...
Sorry, sir.
You know, on chest...
Sorry, strong cheers.
On chest, we're 65.
Sorry, juggernaut.
You know?
Sorry.
We're 65 dumbbells, you know.
Sorry, juggernaut.
Like, but like, you get what I'm saying? They go to, their gyms are full of gal. That's why they're still there after all these years. Because that's their thing. But I'm like, yeah, good for you lot. Like,
it's hard.
That lifestyle is not me. I'm too grown to be repeating stuff we were doing in the noughties.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it was like, no, I'm just thinking to myself, rah, why are you lot upset that I don't hang in our old area? I don't live there, you know?
Yeah, but I think it's hard because sometimes, not saying those friends have not grown past it, but I think sometimes you can outgrow people. And sometimes people say you change.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
Growth is all about change. And I think I was reading something the other day where it said that, you know, if you're not growing, you're basically dead. You're not living. Every living organism has growth. They grow. And I think it's important to know that people are going to outgrow you, unfortunately. And if you don't keep up with them, you'll be left behind. You know, I always say that just because you haven't moved from your position doesn't mean you haven't stepped backwards. Because if I stay in this position here and Wes is going that way, even though I've not moved backward, Wes has gone so far forward that I have moved backward. And sometimes people don't appreciate or like that. But we're at an age now where we have to extend that we're adults.
Bro.
You have to understand that there's bills. There's bills.
Bro,
there's bills.
Man wants me to be standing out on a block drinking Henny like it's
there's bills.
Like it's back in the day with less responsibilities.
You know?
These times if let's say like I had no money, I could just say to my aunt, this month I can't afford to put my contribution.
Yeah.
And my aunt would be like, you know what? When you have it, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm gonna say to
How is your aunt?
She's alright, you know. I went and saw her the other day.
When's the last time you took a picture of her?
Huh?
When's the last time you actually took a picture?
You know what? Funny enough, I got a video of her from the other day still.
And are you in that video?
No. She was there nattering, and I was.
Because my second mum passed away.
Yeah.
And I tell you what, really, she passed away last week.
Yeah.
I tell you what really upset me. I don't have one photo
with her.
Yeah. Not one photo, and she always used to beg me to take pictures of her.
Yeah. You know what's mad, yeah?
Pictures are the only things you can hold on to physically that shows memories of you and this person apart from what's in your head. And I don't have one picture of her.
My mum used to talk about that all the time, about taking pictures. Because in, let's say like our family photos, from when I was 10 to about maybe like early 20s, there's only like 2 pictures of me.
Yeah.
So you know like when people are doing like throwbacks?
Yep.
The only pictures of me is like the one where I'm sticking my tongue out and...
oh, you was doing that from early, sticking your tongue out? That's interesting, mad.
Give bro.
No, because it's interesting that that's the only... No, I'm just saying, you licked your lips just now as well. The second camera catch you did that. No, you did. That camera would have caught you, don't worry. Where's all editors?
Give bro. I learned from you, the best.
No.
The OG tongue sticker.
No. I don't.
Settle down.
Felix.
Settle down. I said Felix the cat, yeah?
See, so you're saying the pictures, sir.
Yeah, so there's that picture, and there's the one I'm in the corner with my cousins. Actually, no, there's 3 pictures in me and my cousin in a suit. But those are only 3 throwbacks I can find like that. Then the next one might be when I just turned 20, and my mum came out to visit, and I'm just sitting down next to her.
Yeah.
But there's like long gaps of and she used to be onto me about it, because my baby, one of my birthdays, she gave me like a photo album. I can't find it.
Yeah.
I think it's in my old house, but I can't find it. I thought I brought it here when I moved. But I'm like, I don't hoard stuff here, so there's nowhere to hide it. But basically, she used to take pictures and collect pictures and stick them.
Yeah.
So there was pictures like, like when you're caught off guard that I didn't know
was being taken. Yeah.
But my mom used to take pictures and you should store them. So she used to be onto me about it. But now when I look at Instagram, I'm like, I've got bare pictures, boy. Like, where did that come from?
No, it's important, man.
But I learned from that, because those moments there, you don't realize you lose a lot of like time with people that you could go back and reflect on. You know what I mean? Because you don't have nothing with them.
Yeah.
Like, I think out of all of us, like, the person I got the most pictures with is Marv.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, we'll start upsetting.
I got more pictures with Marv than anyone I know.
We'll start upsetting, and that's why I implore everyone to take as much pictures as they can with their family, their friends, their loved ones, because that's all you have. And
videos as well.
She was begging me all the time. We'll be out, or maybe I asked, okay, but let me take a picture of you. And I just, leave me alone, auntie, man, leave me alone. And then she passed away. And the maddest thing is that when my mum kicked me out, she was the one that took me in. You know, and she didn't ask me for no rent, even though I paid. She was like, okay, but don't worry, just come in, just, do what you're doing. You know, and I always tell the story, like, it's just mad, because the other day I thought about her, because I always mention the name Brenda in my jokes, and her name's actually Brenda.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, so literally I was going to do a video the other day saying Brenda, and I was like, and it just reminded me of her.
Yeah.
And I always say it's those triggers that make you think of people that have passed away. And, you know, I always think of the story when you know, I was in a house and I had one lady over.
Hey, you had a lady.
Yeah, so basically...
Hey, what did she say? Get that dirty girl out my house.
She used to always go to work and come back at a certain time.
So she tried to catch you off guard.
Like an idiot didn't give her overtime. I don't know why you didn't give her overtime. So basically she goes, okay, but I'm going to be really late. So she cooked for us early, saying it because she said she's not going to be able to cook when she comes back because she's going to be tired. So I timed it, thinking that, okay, if she's going to come back at 6, okay, if this lady comes at 3, I've got 3 hours.
I would have told her to come at 12.
No, I thought I got enough time, you know, because I don't last long. So I thought, you know what, in and out real quick like a badger. In and out the hole like a badger. I thought, you know, it's not going to take me long.
Wait, rewind. You said, I don't last long.
I don't last long.
Ladies, this your MCM.
No, I'm not going to pretend.
That's your MCM.
I'm not going to pretend. Some of you meant like you're doing marathons.
Man a long distance dollar.
No.
Distance dollar.
I will said it, you know, it's like an Alton Towers ride. You queue up for a long time. You enjoy the thrill. You even forget how long because of the queue. You know, it's that placebo effect. So obviously this lady's there now.
That's the reason why it goes back to the original tongue guy.
No.
The placebo, the cue is the foreplay.
No, but that's why I always say that I don't play music, you know, during naked exercise because that way they don't realize how long it's taken. Because before you've even got to the second verse, you're like, hold on, we're still on the second. This song ain't finished yet. Don't get excited over here. But yeah,
person, I'm not gonna be here for long. I'm not gonna.
It's not gonna happen. So you know, the ladies in the house now. All I hear is the key open. I say, Jesus Christ of Nazarena. Obviously, me and the lady were there having, you know, prayer meeting. You know, I'm laying hands on her and speaking in tongues. You know, we're doing deliverance.
Speaking in tongues.
Yeah, she's speaking in tongues.
What was you to?
No, she's speaking in tongues. You know. So all I heard was, Gabriel, I'm home. So you know me, I came downstairs before she could come upstairs. I ran downstairs. Oh, hi auntie, how you doing, ma? Shebanu, ma. I started doing everything to make sure that everything's nice. I even prostrated, how you doing, ma? She goes, I know that. She goes, okay.
You're greeting too much.
She goes, Gabriel, why are you, who's upstairs? I said, nobody. She goes, I'm going to check. So this time, I've already told the lady to lay flat on the bed. I said, my friend, even sink your bum in, lay flat. So she's sunk in the bed like this. I even put clothes on top of her, then put the sheet on top of her. So my auntie walks in. Oh, God bless her, man. She walks in.
FBI.
What are you doing here? What are you doing here? You're letting him do for me, for you, on you. Why are you letting him do? Then wait for it. This girl's sitting there like this, covering the bed. She goes, I've got breast too. Remove your hand. I've got breast too. So they both sit.
And the girl's giving a speech.
She's sitting there with her titties out. I'm just like, oh, giving her a speech. Look, this boy, you're just doing for me, for you, for him. I'd never even met you. I've never seen you. You were here. I must have been about 22, 23 at this time. You know, then wait for it now. So then she's not putting her clothes on. And then my auntie being out my auntie, she's then gone and made drink for her, gone and made food for her. They're now sitting down in the bedroom just cracking joke.
She definitely wanted to come back now for some more for me, for you.
I miss that woman, man. And I don't have any pictures of her. I don't have any pictures of her. And as I said, for almost 5-6 years of my life, even when I was down in the dumps, I was living with her. And you got to bear in mind that she was a single mom, doing her own thing. And yet she's got 3 sons and a daughter. And all the 3 sons were living in the house with me. So there was 4 of us just yamming out the fridge. Don't you know, we all contributed. But, you know, she was going to work, doing 15-hour shifts. And I think eventually all of the trauma stuff that I think maybe that people go through might have taken its toll. Because she had cancer, you know. My mum had cancer, and they both had cancer around the same time. And it's hard, man. I even for like my cousins, like, you know, we was at the hospital, and this is like the first time I've ever seen someone pass away. And it was tough, man. I just sat there and it's hard. It's hard. It's almost as if you feel the person's just sleeping. And it then makes you think like, what is, she done. When I say she helped me so much, like when I tell people I was homeless for a couple days, and she literally, like, all I had was my car. Back then I had a Renault 19. It's how long ago it was. I literally put all my stuff in that car, and she was ready to come out of her room because she had the bigger room. So she was ready to come out of the bigger room to give me and the rest of the boys the bigger room, so that she could go in the smaller room, just to make everything work out. And then, she's gone, man. And this makes you just, sad, she's done too much. I can't even thank her enough. And I don't have any pictures of her. And what is mad is that sometimes we get upset when people ring us too much. she used to ring me all the time and annoy me. Now my phone don't ring for me.
Bro, I still got all the missed calls of my mum in WhatsApp where I used to be like, rah, certain times I'm thinking, wow, why is this woman ring me at 5 a.m.? I used to complain about her ringing me at 5 a.m. Guess what time I wake up these days?
Yeah,
5 a.m.
Yeah.
All the time. I never used to wake up at 5. I'm up at 5 all the time. Today I was up at 5.
Yeah.
I think I was up just before 5, but I'm up every day without a fail, 5 a.m. But I used to complain, why is this woman ringing me at this time? Like, what do you want?
She used to ring me all the time, yeah? And I used to get annoyed that this woman's just ringing me all the time. Like, she'd ring me maybe twice a week. And then when she realized I would not answer as much, she then started doing it to like once every 2 weeks. So she then started scaling it back. Now, she doesn't ring me.
Yeah. Gone.
She doesn't ring me. She can't ring me. And sometimes we get up, we take offense when people are trying to run around us and be there for us. And it's hard, man. Because even the other day, like, obviously I haven't forgotten that she's passed away. I've got, even though I know she's passed away, but I've still got to thank her for all the stuff that she done. Because she done a lot. Even the amount of effort she done raising her 3 boys and her daughter. She's running around doing 15-hour shifts. She done a lot. She done a lot. And obviously children don't beg to be here. But obviously once they're here. And remember,
you know what's mad?
I was a grown adult. Remember, I was over 18. It wasn't like I was 15, 14 living with her. I'm a grown adult. And she still took me in her house as a grown adult.
You know what's mad? That's around the time I met you, you know?
When was that? Around what time?
I think
what age?
Probably like 07, 08.
Yeah, because I think I was living with her. I can't remember when I was living with her now, but I lived with her 3 times. Because I remember I lived with them in Elmer's, in sort of like Shirley. I lived with them. Then they moved to West Norwood. So I've lived in 4 of her houses.
Mad.
4 times. I've moved in, moved out, moved in, moved out. And even when I came back from Birmingham, okay, I was living at her house in Elmer's End.
Yeah.
I was literally living in the front room.
Yeah.
And this was like 2000 and, this must have been 2000 and, before I went to Birmingham, it would have been 2015. I was living in the front room. And this time, remember, this is like 7 years ago.
7 years ago.
So I'm like in my 30s. Living in the...
You know what's mad?
At any given point when I needed to go back to her house, she always let me back in.
It's mad you say that, because man don't realize it. We could be up at any given time.
Yeah.
They see it, it said in your face. It could be low at any given time.
I was there. I was living in her front room. Lived in the front room on the sofa.
But ups and downs come.
Yeah, in the sofa. But even and then that's why I always wonder, like, what is the purpose of life? What is life? What is life all about? Because sometimes people talk about the afterlife, and as I said, this is the first time I've seen someone pass away, and it's almost as if this person is just in a long sleep, which they're not going to get up from. And this whole theory of heaven and hell and the afterlife, I don't know about. I don't know. I want to believe it, but I don't know.
You see, when you see a dead body, I used to have this thought before. You see a dead body lying down here, and have you seen what thingy? Was it Us or one of them films? Which one was the one with sunken place?
Wasn't that Get Out?
Get Out. You know when my mum was looking at his body.
Okay, yeah.
I was thinking to myself, dead people are like at the beginning when they first die. Yeah. They might be hearing or seeing us talk. And they, you know, like they're trapped in their own body.
Yeah. Basically like sleep paralysis, where they can't kind of come out of the sleep they're in.
Yeah. I was thinking to myself, imagine that's the permanent feeling that you're there, but you're not there.
Yeah, because it was
That
weird.
would be scary.
It was literally just as if you were sleeping. And another thing I'll say as well is this. You guys that don't have any etiquette. So before I even spoke about this, I rang my cousins and said, are you okay with me, thanking your mum on the pod? Yeah. And just talking about it. Yeah. And they said, yeah, it's fine. And they said, thank you for asking, because some of you guys, someone will pass away. You haven't even asked the family yet. You're just going to social media to start posting and talking about this person. If you really care, you would contact the family first to find out whether they even want it even being discussed. Because it could open up some wounds. You like have some etiquette, have some respect. And there's one thing people don't have when people pass away. They have no respect. They just go straight to social media. Even when I want to mention a person that passed away, a celebrity that passed away not too long ago. People were just slapping this person on social media until one day the mom came up and was like, wow, like, didn't really want it out.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But then you got to think about who's the mole. That you would have told to one person told the next person. Before you know it, put this way, my second mum passed away a whole week ago. I'm only telling you today.
Yeah.
It's not my place. Until when the family have said, you know what, it's okay to now let people know. You don't just start telling everybody.
And your cousin ain't said nothing. So
exactly, it's no respect. But when you're looking at the afterlife, do you believe in the concept of heaven and hell? Like what do you consider happens after death? And what do you consider life to be?
You know what, yeah? Every time when I was younger and everyone used to try and scare me with the thing about heaven and hell, yeah. Remember before I used to be like a church boy.
Yeah.
And I used to say, right, if your God is all forgiving, yeah, why are you going to hell? Then, you know, like where I used to say this to my mum and cousins and other family members who are church hardcore. You want us to praise and worship all day, yeah? Like, this might offend someone, yeah, but if, let's say you as a person, yeah, was getting praise and worship all day, isn't that a sign of ego?
It is, but I think, it 100% is, but I think the issue is that...
Because if I created, let's say this is an area, yeah, and I created this area, built up everything in the area, I don't want someone outside my house every day praising and worshiping me 24/7.
Yeah, but I think
like,
how they see it is because
I did it for the sake of, I just wanted to do it. So if we're built in this image, do you think he wants us just spending our whole life just in praise and worship?
It's something that's always held me because, as most people know, all my family are in the church. Every single one of them. Like my mom, my stepdad, my older sister, they're all pastors and in the church heavily. And I'm the only one that's not, you know, in the church heavily. And it's because when I look at the whole setup, I want to believe it. I want to believe it. And I really do want to believe there's an afterlife. But when people pass away, I often struggle with it because even if you look at, you know, certain scriptures, it will tell you that there's nobody in heaven and hell right now. And that's the part, there's no one in heaven and hell right now. They say it's Hades, and basically no one's going to heaven or hell until the rapture happens. So basically everyone's just in that sunken place. Until when the rapture happens and the trumpet blows, that's when people will be in heaven and hell. So when I go to funerals and I go to places and someone say, oh, that person's in heaven, they're in a better place, I want to look at the pastor and be like, what scripture did you read that said this person is in heaven?
Oh, what do you think here? You see, like, all right, cool. If they say that person in heaven and person in hell, do you think like it goes back to, let's say like a Marvel, where you've got the past, the present, and the future. But even though we're now here, in let's say 30 minutes, I jump in my car, drive off. But 30 minutes to me already exist in a different time.
Yeah.
But right now, I don't know about 30 minutes me, but 30 minutes me
already knows about 30 minutes in the past,
Yeah, so 30 minutes me already knows about this, about what I'm saying right now. So do you think that time is like a constant loop? So we think, all right, someone died the other day, but in that time, they're still alive.
Okay.
So our past is still present and our future is present.
I think it's one of those things where when it comes to time, I don't profess to know much, and that's why I don't try to talk too much on theology originally, because no one knows, because none of us have passed away to come back and give the story. I guess in the old scriptures they claim they do, but I just struggle with the afterlife because I don't get it, and I don't see how we pass away and then there's this place that we go to where there's a VIP section, you know, in hell, where you're going to be served strawberry daiquiris and mojitos for being the worst person.
They got Henny.
You know, they probably got Hennessy. And you might even find some, you know, it's the VSO one. You know, and I just sit there and say, I almost feel that the heaven and hell concept was given as some form of punishment to make us behave.
To scare people. Yeah.
You know, and I always use the analogy that, you know, if they didn't give us a parking fine for parking somewhere, we'll still park, and would we pay? Got a meter that says you've got to pay £2.50 an hour. If you did not get fined for doing that, would we all pay £2.50?
Nope.
They even gave the example. I saw a study once in regards to the parking trolleys. So they did a study once where they basically you didn't have to pay £1 to get the trolleys back.
So the trolleys are everywhere.
Trolleys are everywhere. Yeah. People start taking trolleys home.
Yes.
Like it's just one of those. Even just for £1, people would put the trolley back because they want to keep their £1.
They got, you see in Atlanta, they got in some shopping malls, the trolleys if you go past the line in the car park, you see how these Boris bikes and that, after a certain time,
oh, literally, the trolley just
trolley
freezes.
won't go past the line.
Okay.
Yeah, so like you see the yellow line and say no trolleys past here.
Yeah.
So if you try, it just stops.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're gonna have to take it back.
I understand why people have religion. I think hope is the best seller in this world. All the self-help books are the biggest selling books in the world, self-help books. So people need hope. That's why you find a lot of
so you're
betting
saying
shops.
the Bible?
Yeah, it's the best selling book. And that's why you find there's a lot of betting shops in the hood because it sells hope and it sells dreams. And that's the best seller is hope and dreams. So I've got nothing against anyone who follows a religion because I think people need hope. People need a crutch and people often need something to fall back on.
A crutch?
I think that's
What type?
No, the crutch, the crutch to hold them up.
People need a crutch. What type of crutches?
No, a crutch to hold them up. See, look, that's what your mind's at. It's early. It's not even. Is it even 12 o'clock yet? And I always say that it's very important to leave things behind because as much as you might run around trying to make all this money in the world, it's the impact you made on others that stay and stick. And it's the impact that, my aunt made. And that makes me miss her so much because with the little she had, she done so much, so much. She tried her hardest and her best. She definitely was a grafter. And she had a very subtle way of disciplining. She wasn't like an ogre. She didn't shout. Just very subtle. She'll sit you down and talk to you, and then you'd understand. Whereas some Nigerians, you can't have a conversation with. And that's one big problem.
What I say goes.
That's a big problem.
What you say don't matter.
In Yoruba, I don't know about the Igbo community, but in the Yoruba community, it's not a conversation when you're speaking to an adult. No. And even if the adult's in the wrong, you're still meant to apologize.
You see, like the thing is here, they suffer from this hierarchy thing because I was born before you. It means I know more than you. You might be born before me, but you're less educated. Yeah. And you're stubborn and stuck in your ways, and you believe your way is the only way. But you're back home now, phoning me and asking, "Oh, if I could do this or do that," but you know everything. So what? Yeah. You know what I mean? They never factor that. I don't even want to talk about that side of things. Yeah. That was just... Yeah, no, the whole hierarchy. Quick question, yeah? 2 options. If you had a time machine, you can only go into the past, you can only go into the future. What would you choose?
If I'm going into the past, am I fixing things that happened in the past? Or what am I going back to the past for?
Maybe to learn something.
But I want to go into the past or into the future.
So you can't alter nothing, but you can learn and take ideas and take pieces.
I'd rather go to the future to now see what the new inventions are, the new things are, so that I can then come back to the present and implement and make them before it gets to the future. That's what I'll do. I've got a question for you now. Yeah. What is a better invention? The wheel, the engine, or the internet?
The wheel. So you said if you go to the future, what you did?
I'm going to see all the inventions and things that are going to be happening.
This guy's making life hard for himself.
Why?
Just go take all the lottery numbers for the next 10 years and come back and just win for and then you don't need to invent nothing. You're now the world's wealthiest man.
Well, but you know what? Yeah, but that's what it is.
Then you can just chill back.
I might get all the lottery numbers and win, but for me, imagine you went back in time or forward in time, and let's say Apple wasn't invented yet, and let's say now I found out, I'm a billionaire. That's money that doesn't stop. I'd rather just go and the lottery could be a quick way out of it. But I like to graft a little bit. I'd rather just find the inventions.
I'll be the world's greatest philanthropist because every week the lottery is gonna be pissed. They're gonna be thinking, "Oh, where this guy know the numbers from?" Every week, boy, I am doing flagrant donations. Yeah. I don't even think I'll be wealthy.
So you wouldn't go into the past then?
I don't think I'll be wealthy because I know the next week I'm gonna make it back. Yeah. So I'm just gonna just.
I think
I'm gonna cause a storm.
I'm trying to think what would you gain from going back into the past? I'm trying to think what you would gain. What do you gain from looking back? And if you can't change the past to make it change the present, because I think if you said, you can go into the past to change the present, then it might be a different argument about whether I would go, because then there are things that I could maybe do to prevent certain things happening to family members. Certain things they've eaten, certain decisions they've made. If you knew that your mum or dad or someone was going to pass away because of this, you could go back in time and just quickly move the chess piece and say, and then now this isn't going to happen. Do you know what I mean? So for instance, you might go back to a specific date, 1976, when someone went on a plane and the plane, whatever happened. You might just say to that person, no, we're not going on that plane, we're taking this flight. And that changes the whole course.
But you see the thing is, I don't want to even mess with the past because what might happen is, man might touch something and next minute I'm not born. Oh, God.